my hyperness, like I can't control it. When I'm calm, I'm calm. Like understand what your body is doing. What your mind is so fucking powerful that it just will. I feel like it just fucks with me so bad. Yeah. So I just kind of, that's the reason why I like drinking my ketones, because I'm like, I can focus and I'm just like, without my ketones, I'm kind of just like somebody commented, you're overstimulated, that you're just like, or if I smoke, I'm like, okay, I don't tap, I don't stutter when I smoke. I calm my like how I talk is a little bit more like, okay, you know, da da da, like, and I'm able to talk like myself, like, yeah, and then this, da da blah blah. But if I'm not, like, you will find me tapping something, moving my hands or moving my neck or other things. But I think now it's gotten a little worse where I have to do it a lot. And if I don't do it, it feels like my throat is getting smaller, and it feels like I'm running out of air. And it feels like I have to, because it feels like I'm running out of air, I have to yawn a lot. And when I yawn, it's like uncomfortable yawn where it's like, and it looks really, it looks really uncomfortable. And then it puts a lot of air in my head. So I'll like feel like my body's like, what's going on? What are we doing? Are you dying? Are you panicking? Are you breathing? What are you doing? And it doesn't understand. So then I have to do the yoga, and I have to like just step down and breathe and just control it. I thought when I hired my fitness coach, I was going to be able to, you know, be able to kind of control it a little bit more and be a little bit stronger, which it has helped me. Working out has helped me a lot with controlling my like my anxiety or tics. I don't know what to call them. Okay, so we have Linda, Lillian, Angel, Jennifer, Ravia, Raquel. Those are the orders that we got in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you guys haven't put an order in, you guys can put an order in and use the code supporters, and you can get a free pair of lashes. And I'm gonna put a lash applicator because it is gonna charge you for shipping. It's like $6. And then I'll just put a lash applicator in there, so it will make the whole order free. And I'll work on those right now. But yeah, friends, I'm terrified to do live videos on the public, because I already know that it was embarrassing to tell my sisters at the family reunion, like, hey, if you notice me twitching, like, it's just like something that I'm doing. Okay. And I told Ryan that too, and Jaleesa, Pedro's sister, I kind of, you know, I told her about it, like, I want to say like 3 weeks ago. But I like isolated myself from seeing too many people. So it kind of makes me uncomfortable. And then Ryan, every single time I do it, Ryan laughs. So it makes me even more uncomfortable. Oh, babe. You laugh? Don't be mean. You laugh about my eye and my shoulder. Yes, you do. And I tell him what's funny, because I do it so fast that I think nobody notices it. And he says, he doesn't know what to say. He just says nothing. And I'm like, it's because of my my shoulder and my eye, right? And I told him, like, you know, we haven't lived together, and there's these things that I do that makes me feel better, you know. And it's not like it's not hard to control it, and I could control it, but when I'm comfortable and okay, it's or if I'm stressed out, or my anxiety is peaking, it's gonna it's going to take me a little bit of, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to kind of hold back. And if I don't do it, it feels like this eye is like burning right now. It's so uncomfortable. And then I feel like, I just don't want to fucking hear it. You know, I just don't want to fucking hear it. Like, I think right now, everything I'm doing is like, oh, you're this, you're that, this is not real, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I cannot, like, go on social media. This is the first time I downloaded the Facebook app because I wanted to go live with you guys. But I turn off the notifications, and I'm just like, I don't look at it. I tell Ryan, here's my content, and he posts it, and I'm like, and then we're hiring a mod that just kind of goes through the comments and just does that. So that's fun. And pre-recorded content is what I'm going to be doing, supporters, and then some live videos. And then Pedro was been telling us about TikTok. He's like, you guys should really do TikTok. Like, you can battle, you could do this, like, you reach more people. And I'm like, that's awesome. That sounds so refreshing. So I've been inspired by it, by him and stuff. So he's been really into it, which is cool to see when your friend is like really into something. It's really cool to see like how passionate, and when someone's passionate about it, it's more like, oh wow, like, that's awesome. So I'm going to be doing some of that. Like on Fridays, I told Ryan on Friday we can go live on TikTok and just kind of do our thing and be like karaoke, you know, have fun. And then I'm like, we can still do live videos here and there. And then we could do supporters, focus on the supporters because those are our supporters. And he's like, yeah, I agree. And then I was telling him that the pre-recorded content, like, we can schedule it and put it like April 1st through the 7th. I already have, well, not the 7th, April 1st is like the 5th. I already have content that's going to be up for that. And it's so great to have that content already and then it's scheduled to post. In the morning, I just wake up and I'm just like, I'm not like scheduling to post. I'm like, I have to go live today to do my makeup. I already went live. I already did my makeup and the video just hit. I'm done with work. And I can focus on my kids. I can focus on myself. I can focus on this fucking eye. I can focus on my health. And I know that a lot of people were upset about the subscription. And it made me feel very uncomfortable. And I told Ryan's like, Ryan was encouraging me to do supporters. And then when I don't see any comments. He told me like, oh, it's not, there's a couple, like, it's not like, it's bad feedback. And I was like, oh no. And he was like, yeah. And he's like, and I feel bad because I'm the one that told you that you should do supporters and stuff. And I'm like, well, like, I like supporters. I like the idea of it. I've never done it. And people were like, you said that you were never gonna do it. And I'm like, like, there's so many things that people say that they're never gonna do. It's like, just like why jails were made. You know, people kept fucking up and then now they have to make gels. You know, like, I can't put myself out there that much anymore. I can't give access to my life that much anymore because, like, I have to think of my mental health and I have to pull back. And people still want you to be right there. And it's kind of like, I gotta do this for me and think about myself and my energy. And I can't give my energy anymore to everybody. I have to give my energy to the people that fuck with me. And they're there for me. And of course, that not everybody can afford, like, the subscription. And I'm like, that's fine. We're gonna make our rounds. We're gonna make our rounds of everything. Like, we'll be on TikTok and do the live videos on Fridays to make it fun. I'm like, we'll still do regular lives. And then we'll do our supporters and we'll do pre-recorded. And, you know, like, I want a healthy medium balance. And I think that that's the best part that I feel okay about. I feel okay about that. I'm not like consistently, okay, I have to go live. I need to pay attention to my kids. And I pay attention to my kids when I'm live with you guys. I'm like, oh yeah, why da 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 da. But I see now when I'm off live, They have a deeper connection with my daughter now and my son and the bigs. Like, it's different. I get to like sit down and be with them and rub their hair and hold them. And if I want to sleep in the room, I get to sleep in the room. I'm not like, oh, I have to go live, I have to do my makeup. I'm like, let's do a movie night, let's do this. It's just like accommodates me so much better. And it feels so much more relaxed, and that I like it. And when I feel relaxed, I feel more able to work and give that content. This is work. This is work. And you work however you want to work, whatever works best for you. And whatever works best for other people, that's their thing, you know? It is what it is. And I think that I have to tell myself, like, don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't do the things that everybody else is doing. You're different. You already tried to do it like that and do it like this. And like, I would do events like, are you gonna invite this person? You're gonna invite that person? Like, oh, okay, let me invite them because I don't want them to feel like, you know, like, it's so much. Like, my stuttering is coming back because I'm like, there's so many noises that it's like, I can't hear my fucking brain. I can't fucking hear my brain. And I teach my kids sign language because of that. Because it's hard for me to like think or perform because this comment is coming and this, or you're like this or this and this, and this person charges this. Why are you doing that? Why this? Did you invite this person? Is this person going to be your event? And I'm just like, oh my fucking God, I can't do what I want to do or think the way I want to do because all of you guys are around. And I don't know who is genuine and who's not genuine. And I don't know who is an actual supporter and who's not, and who's just trying to put their foot in there, like who's trying to manipulate me to think a certain way, or you should be like this and da da da. Like, I'm like, I don't know where these comments are, like, if they're coming from a good place or if they're coming from just someone just not happy for me, or in like, I don't know where it's coming from. I absolutely don't know the energy of where it's coming from. And right now my best thing to do is to protect my energy. So it's like, I told her, I either just stop and I don't go live, and, you know, it is what it is. Like, give me more than a couple months and everybody will have to understand. Or if I want to do this, which I do, it's my fucking passion, I will always do it. I will always figure out a way on how to do it. When I fail, I don't think, oh my God, I failed, like, I'm never going to come back. No, it's time to figure out a different way on how to go about it. And you figure it out. I'm like, okay, I can do like pre-recorded. And Ryan was like, oh my God, yes, whatever, like, I support you, I think it'll be amazing. He's like, a lot of content creators do pre-recorded, like the big ones are just pre-recorded, they don't go live and da da da, you know. And I'm just like, yeah, I think pre-recorded. And I'm like, and I kind of want to go into more like comedy. And he was like like so happy to hear that. We went to Pedro's house later on that night. It was just a couple days ago, where we went over there, and I told Pedro, guess what? And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm gonna be a comedian. And he's like, what? And I tend to do this. I tend to be like, I'm just gonna do this, you know? And I told Ryan, I think I'm really funny. And I think that I want to get back into just creating bomb content that's fucking funny, that makes people laugh. And everything else that goes along with it is like, I don't want to hear it or see it. So I told Ryan, I'll give you my content. I don't want to even have the apps downloaded in my phone. And you post it, keep hustling, keep pushing, and, you know, let's do our thing. So that was the plan. And then he kind of was like, what about supporters? Like, because he sees the comments of people, and he's like, he reads messages to me, and I'm like, I miss them. I really miss my people. Like, I miss my page. I fucking miss it. But I also miss myself. And I also miss, like, how I'm missing out on, like, who am I? What are you thinking? If you don't like that person, tell them, you know, hey, we're not okay, you know. But if you do that, just expect that people are going to be like, because you're supposed to like everybody. You're supposed to be friends with everybody. And if you're not, you're a hater, or you're you're something. You're 100 names in the fucking book, whatever. So you don't support, you don't do this. Yeah, like if you focus on yourself and your game and your grind and you never support anything or like buy another collab or do, you're a fucking bitch. You're this. You never support. If you do all of it, I've bought all the collabs. I've hanged all the fucking inserts and on my wall. I've talked. You're still fucking bad. It's just at the end of the day, you have to hear your voice and that's it. And these comments, you never know where they're coming from a person that doesn't like you, that's just trying to give you a hard time because, there's that. Or there's some people that are just like, oh, I really can't afford the subscription. I really want to see you. And they come from a good heart and be like, but I wish you nothing but the best. There's that. And those are the people that are like, they try to understand you and they support you. And then there's the people that just come and be like, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, I wish I can search your name and see how many times you shared me. I wish I had the time to go through your profile and see how many times you shared my video. How many times you bought from my store. Because I promise you, I don't feel like it's that much. How many times have you commented and shouted me out or like they want. I want more. I want more. I want more. We want more. What is going on with this? What's going on with your Ryan? What's going on with this? What's this giveaway? This. I want 30% off. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. And I'm just like, holy fuck. I don't want anything. I don't want anything now, So I'm just kind of like, it's so hard to hear. And my kids, when they do this, I will get my tick. I'm like, I can't function. And that's why I teach my kids sign language, like, because they can't, they'll get frustrated and cry like, no. And I'm like, you have to tell me what you want. I'm like, you want juice? I'm like, you want food? I'm like, you want more? I'm like, you need help? I'm like, help. I teach them the sign language because I can't work with too much noise. And it's not noise like music. I love working with music. It's noise of like opinions, crying, or loud, annoying, irking noises that I can't work with. And it will make me feel like if I don't stop this right now, I will not be able to work. I will be like, I need to walk away because it's overstimulated for me. I get overstimulated very fast. So all the comments, it's like, you never know where they're coming from. You never know if they're coming from a good place or if there's someone's just like, they're going to put your opinion. Like, you put yourself out there and everybody thinks they have ownership to your life. They have the ability to say this and this and that, and this is what needs to happen, and this is what is going to happen. And if you, for any reason, say, no, that's not what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen. No, you don't deserve that. You messed up. You did it. You did this. You did that. You did that. You said that you were never going to do supporters. I was like, God damn, like, everything always changes. Everything always changes. People change. All the time. All the time. And you can blame it on money. You can blame it on a situation that they went through. You can blame it on time, whatever. But in reality, you can't stop someone from changing. They're going to do what they want to do. And it's low-key, like, my friend's like, hey, I want to move to, if Anna told me, hey, I want to move to this place. And I'm like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea, blah, 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 blah. You could get in there and tell her all your opinions on why it's not good and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, she's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to do what's best for her. And what is your job? I'm going to support my friend. I'm going to move out there too. Just kidding. I'm like, period up. I'm like, we out. Just kidding. But it is what it is. And I'm that type of person. Like, I'll tell Ryan, like, I want to be a motivational speaker. And he's like, okay. And I dead ass will do it. Like, I have things lined up to do that. And I'm so excited about that. And that's something so, like I told Ryan, I love social media. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love social media. It's great. But I'm like, I'm looking for more, like, connection. Like, I want to, like see them. I want to understand them. I want them to understand me. Because anybody that says anything on social media, they can run with it and stuff, you know. I last year in January, I told myself I want to be an influencer. I said that. And that month I got my first subscription box with Lorella. The next month I did the vanity. And then after that I did you know, some of my stuff, some of my events, and some small like promoting like the fajas and just like little things, you know. I found Prove It, and, you know, promoted the ketones and stuff. I'm like, I want to be a beauty influencer. Tried it for a year. I don't want to do it no more. And then I told Ryan, I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to write my book, and I want this book to be fucking everywhere, you know? And I don't need anybody. I really don't need anybody to get it out there. I could do it myself. I can. I got my business this big by going and clicking that live and being myself. That's how. I didn't get it from anybody else. I never got a promo. I never got any of that. There was no company that was like, oh, we're going to be sharing your page, or nothing. I never got anything. I just did it myself. I got this far from just consistently pushing, consistently posting, consistently sharing my story about my mental health, consistently going live. I got here because of that. And I know that some people try to make it seem like, no, you got here because you give someone ability to your life and they want ownership. They're like, I am the one that did this. I answered these messages. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I get it. You're super inspired. I love that. And that's amazing. But at the end of the day, like, I feel as if, like, I have to step back and understand, like, you are the reason you got here. You are. And your life was so fucked up. So fucked up. No one in a million years would have thought you gotten this far. No one. I told Ryan that people are saying that this is my downfall. I was like, I was already in the down. I've been in my downfall for a while. This has been my downfall for a long time. I still have to go up. I still have to go up. I'm still grinding. I'm still down, you know. When I had 200 people as friends on Facebook, when I got my first 1,000 followers, you're down. I was like this. I'm still like this. I'm slowly going like this, but I'm still at my downfall, you know. I still haven't reached the point where I'm just like, yes, this is it. But I have to remind myself, like, you got here and there's no one that can take it. No one. No one. There is no one that can counsel you, because you got here, because you pressed that like button, because of your personality, because of your story that you were sharing, because of the time and effort you put in, because of the products that you were using. It's not your fault that you decided, like, hey, I'm going to open the shop and I only use the stuff in my store so it guarantees me the sale. Why would I tell people to go to your website if I have the product and I rather get 100% commission instead of 15%? It doesn't make sense. I don't think alike. I don't. You know, I don't. And this is my income. So it's like, in a sense, I'm an influencer for my brand, but it doesn't make sense in my brain to only get 15%, 20 at, if you have 20% commission from a company, that's really good. 25% commission, that's even better. That's insanely good. Like, that's good. But why wouldn't you want 100%? You know, why wouldn't you want 100% commission? So that's how I feel. That's why I have my store. And I had that feeling a long time ago, even before I was an influencer, even before my brand was big. I thought like that. So I think ahead. I think I want to grow. What is my price point at my biggest? That's how I'm going to charge now. Even though I'm not my biggest, even though you don't think I deserve that, even though you're like, well, I don't think so. There's always going to be that person that doesn't believe you deserve that promotion. like the $10 subscription. I'm going to keep growing. I'm not going to stop growing. I'm never going to stop growing. I'm going to continue to go and go and go. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. So why would I price myself in a point of what I am now? Why? Why would you price yourself that? Like, don't you have faith in yourself? You're going to grow. You're going to grow so much. And that price that you put as subscribers, you could never change it. Just FYI. And every person I have talked to, they always tell me, fuck, I wish I would have known. They're all like, fuck. But it's because, like, you have to price yourself up. Even though you're not up there yet, you're gonna be up there. You're gonna be up there. You're gonna get up there. You have to have that hope and faith for yourself. You have to be driven. So when I first started, I saw like 15%. That's a little bit. Like, I'm never gonna make enough income to get off of work. So I got all my stuff. I invested big. To get all the makeup product, you have to invest big. $20,000-$40,000 a month, or every 3 months or so. Like, it depends how fast stock goes. Like, if you keep stock for a while, you don't have to invest that much monthly, but we invest monthly. So we invest monthly, and we have to keep bringing stock in, you know. But I rather invest big and then get it all back plus double or even triple sometimes, you know. It's just how I've thought, and it has helped me now where the position that I am for all this time. Like, if I want money, I go get it. I don't wait for a company to give it to me. I don't wait. I never waited. I got tired of waiting. When I first started doing my makeup, you feel like the opportunity is going to come. Morphe's going to come walk to your door and be like, oh my God, like, we love you. We see your potential. No one sees your potential. Only you do. Right away. You have to feel it right away. You have to know that that's what you want right away. If you want to buy that house, mark it. That's what I want. If you want that job position, act like you already have it. That's what I want. If you want, you know, this thing, certain thing to happen to you and your husband's relationship, mark it. Act like you already have it. Treat him as if he's already doing that for you. You feel me? So I feel like I've set myself up where there's no way I can get canceled. Like, I got myself here. I done all the hard work. I've done everything, and I will do it again. I will do it all over again. And I told Ryan, like, it's gonna be, I'm like, this is great because we get a fresh start to do it again. And but this time we get to do it with a bunch of things that we know not to do. So we already know not like, we know what not to do, which when we first started, we had no idea. All the things that we failed in life, all the friendships that have failed, all the business opportunities that have failed, all the money we have lost, all of that is knowledge on what not to do for the next upcoming thing that you're going to be doing. I feel very more smart. I feel like I know what I want, and I'm going to relax my way to get through whatever and work on whatever, and I'm going to creep up. And I think that it does get me uncomfortable to even be able to say that, to be able to be like, you know, this is, to be confident and be like, yeah, I'm not scared. I really what I have, and I have drive. I have, like, when I can't keep going, I will keep fucking going. Like, I've went through so much abuse, and I kept going. I went through so much neglect, and I kept going. I went through so much losses, and I kept going. I went through so much, like, investments that were fucked, and we're like, fuck, we've just lost this much money. Like, shit, this fucking sucks. When that happens, it sucks. But you live and you learn and you keep going. If you guys were able to see all my failures, there's going to be people that will judge you. Oh, you could see you failed because they think that you're perfect or something. No, I'm not perfect. I'm fucking failed. I failed a lot. But I think I might be more comfortable to say, yeah, I failed. I fucked up on that. I'm human. I can say I fucked up, and I can say that I can do better, and I can say that I'm going to do all this, and I still deserve my company to be like this, or me to be like this, or me to be wealthy. I still deserve it, even though you fuck up. You still deserve it. Even though if you fucked up in a relationship, if you fucked up with something with your children, you still deserve to have that relationship with them. You still deserve that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You still deserve all of it, and you still can get it. Just because you failed at something, or something went wrong, or you fucked up about something, it doesn't mean that everything is horrible about yourself. Everything is bad. Your life you should have nothing. Nobody gives. You get, and you earn, and you put in the work. And there's no, as much as people try to erase that, you can't erase it. You can't erase it. I already did it. And I did it in a way that I feel like it was going to be best for me. So I feel like I do run things a little bit different, and I think a little bit different, and I get kind of scared to tell people how I think, because they look at me like I'm strange. They don't understand how I think, and it makes me feel like I'm the one that's thinking wrong. I'm the one that's thinking wrong. If I would have went on the other route, like, okay, just promote other businesses and have people use your code, like, oh, use my code for da brand, or use my code for this brand, and blah blah. And I was only doing that 15%, 20% of each of that. Like, I still would have to be working at a regular job. If I would have done that and thought the same way as everybody, I wouldn't have. I can run a sale right now. I can run a sale right now. I can get mines right now. I don't need a company to tell me you're good enough. Let's do a collab. And you're only going to get 25, 30%. If you're really good, you'll get 30%. If you're 25, 20%, 15 is, if you're 15 is the basics. Like, that's 50% is what most companies give for a collab. You'll get 50% of all this, like the sales. To me, that's not enough. You know, to me, I'm like, nah, I want 100. I want 100, and I don't give a fuck how much work I have to put into it. I don't give a fuck if I have to stay here till midnight to pack these, or I don't give a fuck what I have to do. I don't give a fuck how many customers I have to talk to, how many hours I have to put into it. I don't give a fuck how many years it takes me. It took me 6 years. It took me 6 fucking years, and I'm down to do 6 more. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm not putting my foot down. I want this. I want this so bad. And if I have to go door to door, then I'll go fucking door to door. It's not a problem for me. It's not a problem for me. I'm ready. I'm like, the passion that I have for my life, it doesn't stop. It keeps growing, and enhances now. It enhances so much that I'm just like, I want to do this. Today I spoke to, we're going to be moving out, right? And, I talked to somebody, and this guy was so fucking amazing. He was like, yeah, I like that. He was telling me about himself. And I get so intrigued when someone talks about themselves, especially if they're entrepreneurs. Fuck, that's my type. I'm going to I've been going to conventions, like booking conventions of just entrepreneurs, because you have to be around people that think like you. You can't be around people that don't think like you. They're going to make you think you're weird. They're going to think that, oh no, you're the problem. You're this way. So it's like, all right. I have to be around people that think like me, and that are driven like me and motivated like me, right? So I have one that's coming up in June, and this guy, his name was Bill. I met him this morning. And he inspired me. He inspired me, and he was talking about his story, right? And I was looking at a house, because we need to stay at a temporary house. Meanwhile, while everything is getting, the other house is going to take a while to get built and stuff. So I'm talking to him. I'm just like, there was a house right next to my kid's school, and I was like, and there was a sign, and it was like, it says for rent. And I was like, maybe like something like that. Because me and Ryan were like, well, just go back to apartment while it's getting built. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, apartment vibes. Yes, I love it. And I drive, I see the sign, I'm like, oh shit, and I go in there, and I'm like looking, I'm starting getting his number, because I saw he looked like a contractor. He looked like someone that built houses. And then there was a gardener, And I was like, oh, I don't know if they're like the owners or whatever. So I go and I'm writing the number, and he comes to the door, my car, and he's like, hey, did you want to see the house? And I was like, oh, I didn't know like I could. Yeah, I'm glad to see it. He's like, yeah, I'll take you in right now. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm over there with my pajamas like this, my leopard fucking slippers. And I go in there, and am I going to get the house? I don't know. But am I going to be talking or speaking and following that person? Fuck yeah. Fuck yes. Because this guy was so fucking like inspirational. You know, they're so inspirational. And he was asking me like, what do you do, blah, blah, blah. And I was telling him, oh, I have my like warehouse with cosmetics. I like do retail sales, but like with like my makeup and different, you know. I was trying to explain to him, I don't like telling people I have my own makeup line. I don't really like saying that. I like saying I have a store. I like saying that. Like I have my shop and I sell different types of cosmetics, hair stuff, skincare, like, and I have a little bit of my brand in there too. I like to say it like that. I don't like to say like, oh, I have my own makeup line. I don't feel like I have my own makeup line. I have a couple of stuff in my that are from my line. I mean, from my brand, but you wait. I have my makeup line where I have like everything that's from my brand. That's a makeup brand. That's like huge. That's still, I still haven't gotten there. And to me, it feels like people are putting me in that position. Like, you're a brand, which I'm honored. Thank you so much. I'm flattered that you think I'm a brand. But in my head, I don't think I'm a brand yet. I think I'm a shop. And like, you don't like my shop. I carry all the brands that everybody uses, girl. Like, stop. So I still think I'm a shop. I don't think I'm a brand yet. Hopefully one day. I'm really excited, and I know that that dream is going to come true at one point, and it's going to explode, and it's going to be so fucking amazing. But I'm just taking my time, cruise control, because I'm passionate about other things, you know. So I talked to the guy. His name was Bill. He's like, I've been a contractor since 1960. He's like, I bought tons of homes, remodeled them, sold them, rent them out. I've been in the real estate business. And he was more genuine. He wasn't like trying to sell me. He was more genuine. He's like, yeah, like Arizona, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I've been here for like 18 years. And he was talking to me about it. And he's like, where do you live? And I told him. He's like, whoa, this is like a nice area. And I was like, yeah, it's just too much house for us. Like, I want to just be like small, like cozy house. Like, I don't need much. I really don't. I don't need much. I don't feel like I want much. I'm like, 2-bedroom apartment would be good for me. I honestly don't give a fuck. I told Ryan that, like, I don't care. Like, the kids can have the rooms. I'll sleep in the fucking living room. I don't give a fuck what I have to do. You know, I don't care. I'm like, I'll go live in the ghetto again because I fucking just want to experience it, you know? I love like feeling and seeing people and understanding them and understanding where they came from and being like, wow, you're fucking amazing. I want to be awed. Like, what? And there's some people that I've met that I'm not awed by. And I'm pretty sure they're not awed by me, maybe, you know, fuck it, whatever. But I like to be like, wow, you're fucking, like, I like you. You're very smart. You're very inspirational. You have this like drive. You can see it in people. You can see it in people. So he was talking about real estate, and he's like, you should follow this girl. Like, she's like my daughter. I raised her. Like, she's in real estate. She's looking for real estate agents, and she does marvelous in Scottsdale. Scottsdale's like Beverly Hills to Arizona. And I was like, wow. And I followed her, and he's like, yeah, look her up. And I looked her up. I was like, wow, she's beautiful. And he's like, yeah, she's so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, she's gorgeous. And I'm like looking, and I'm like, I follow her, send her a message. And he was like, yeah, like social media is like really popular. Da, da, da. He's like, I made a video of like a home design that I did, and it got 1 million views. He's like, I'm not really, I don't know what, I'm like, I don't know anything about social media, you know? And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then he was like, yeah, that social media is kind of like where it's at. Like, yeah, he's like, it's becoming very popular. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's very popular. And he's like, but real estate been popular forever. And he's like, and it's always, that's the American dream. And I looked at him, and I was like, and he starts talking about like war, and his son is a veteran, and like he just starts talking about how like the United States is, and I like getting advice from very much older people than me, because it's and when it's genuine, it's not like you need to stop smoking and being like this and respect your husband. I'm like, oh my god, like you're so mean to your husband, and I'm like, and you're not. Like, there's no way you're always nice to him. There's no way, you know? There's no way. There's sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna make jokes at you. And he makes jokes at me, or he trips me, or he'll do something, you know? But anyway, so he's very genuine. He was very genuine, very smart man. And I can look at him, and I can look at his eyes. And I was looking at him while he was talking, and I could feel like his energy, his vibration. And that is something that I can't get on social media. I can't get it. I can't feel your vibration. I can't feel your need or want. I can't feel it. I don't know. I don't know your intentions. And when you see people in person, you can feel it. You can feel their intentions. You can see it. So he was telling me about real estate and how like Texas, and there's like programs now, and he's like, and like, not a lot of people know about a lot of programs that are available to them. He's like, do you know that in Texas that and he started telling me about a program where it's like $10,000 up front for this and that, and for business owners, like you have so many programs, and like you're a first time buyer. And then I was like, yeah, I haven't bought a home ever. He's like, oh my god, you have all these programs. And then he was just talking to me, and then I kind of got really intrigued into the real estate. I was like, wow, that's so cool. So like to sell houses and like to meet people, and like, I don't know, to me, I imagined myself doing it. And I was like, I can like dress up. I can like walk around houses and be like, hi, good morning. Like meet people, hang out, mingle. And I wonder how it is to be like one of them. Sorry, my sister's calling me. And when I wonder like this, it gets me curious, where I can envision myself doing it. And then I'm like, And when I do something like this, when I want to do something, I'll go for it. And I'll go ham, girl. Like ham. Like prove it, like the ketones. It was just something like I was intrigued, and then next thing you know, I'm like, I'm in it, and fucking blew up, like for my page and my income, fucking blew up. And that's something that I'm always gonna be like, I'm passionate. I love it. It changed my life. It has changed my health. It has changed my life. I fucking love it. When I'm into something, I will not let go of it. That's why I don't have many like companies I promote. I only promote like Lorella. I have a few companies that I promote, but not very much, because I only stick to what it is that I have, and those are the ones that I go ham, you know, like push, like let's go for it. So that's a little bit more like health and fitness kind of vibe category. And then I have my beauty, cosmetics, and then I want to get into my book and be a motivational speaker and stuff. And then I told Ryan that real estate is very intriguing to kind of just, you know, do that a little bit. And he's like looking at me. I feel like my brain is just kind of like, it just wants so much, and it believes in everything, that it believes in me a lot, because my thoughts make me feel like I can do it. And I'm just like, there's no way. But in my head, I'm like, oh girl, trust me, there's a fucking way, and we're gonna figure it out. Okay, I don't give a fuck if we're gonna go door to door. I don't give a fuck how many times we have to talk to people. I don't give a fuck how many like places we have to go. I don't give a fuck if we have to travel. Like, you have the income to go and invest. You have the income to go travel. You have the income to go do this. Like, go fucking do it. Do it, run with it, feel it, embrace it, own it, and like go run for your happiness. Go get it. And it doesn't have to be one thing. It doesn't have to be just makeup or my happiness. That's like one of my personalities. Like, that's one of my likes. I have so many likes. I have so many personalities that I need to fill everything up. And I feel like I'm so strange and weird because I am like this. I go for so much, and I want so much, and it's very hard to stay small. And it's very easy for people to be like trying to force you to stay small, and you have to like unbreak those chains of like, oh, my mom did this, or you were raised like that, you shouldn't be like this, you messed up, so you don't deserve to have wealth, you don't deserve to have friends, you don't deserve, like, there's so many stigmas around me. of all the things that people think I deserve and things that I want, and things that I should be doing and stuff, and how I should act, how I should dress, even what I deserve, and how much I should be getting, or oh, you need to be canceled, like, and just like so hovered into it, where it's kind of just like in my head, I feel like very much like I have to like break out of it, and when I do and keep going and fucking keep building, I feel like I told Ryan, what if they get upset? He's like, who? And I'm like, the people that don't like me. He's like, why would you care? I'm like, because if I like hit really good and prove it, or if I hustle to do this, or if I launch this, it sells out, like, what if they get mad? What if they get hurt? What if they get like really mad at me, and they don't like me anymore? And he thinks it's very silly that I think about people like that. He's like, there's no way that you can care about them. I'm like, but I do, because I understand that when people are upset, I understand, you know, in a work environment, where people, that person gets a promotion and you were going for the same job and you don't get it, you're like, oh, fuck. And you're kind of like, it's normal. It's normal to feel like that, you know? And I tell Ryan, like, I'm scared that if I go too big and I go, like, I reach and do my thing with everything, like I reach my potential, that I'm going to get people upset, and I'm going to hurt people's feelings. Or people are going to start like being more angry at me, because they don't think I deserve this. And how do I go bypass that? How do I stop thinking about them? Because I still feel like that right now. So I'm working on it. And I tell my sisters that. I tell my sisters, like, this is what I feel. Like, I feel like I don't want to go into doing life and be like, period up, blah, blah, blah. Because then people are gonna be like, you didn't change. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like, you need to be this, or you're not sad enough, or you're this, or like, it's so much opinions, and so much anger coming. I can feel it. I can feel the anger. And then I tell my sister, so I feel like I can't be my full potential, because I'm scared that I'm gonna hurt their feelings, and I'm scared that they're gonna get upset. But I'm also like excited and driven so much, but I don't know if anybody is like happy for me or inspired. Like, wow, she did it, I can do it. I feel like ever since that my ex admin went, and kind of I don't know to like every detail, but mention like things about my income, it has been stagging all over about my income, almost, or like about like counting my income, or counting my pockets, or I don't know how, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like any good thing that happens to me, that I give myself, is uncomfortable to do, because I'm scared of other people getting mad, other people being like, oh, why does she get it? Because I understand that's a natural human feeling. And I felt like that. I felt like that before. Like when I first started doing makeup, I'm like, well, why don't I get any PR codes? Or why don't I get like a box with makeup so I can open it? Why don't I get anything like that? You know, like, why don't I get like I don't have anybody that's wanting to work with me. Like, I'm so new. So I'm like, well, I'll work with me, and I'll buy the makeup, and I'll put it in my store, and I will sell it, and I will promote it and sell it and make 100% commission instead. So I work I work well under pressure. I work well when something doesn't go my way. I'm like, well, I'll make sure that it does go my way. I am like that. And I'm so timid to reach my full potential because I'm worried about that. And I was talking to my sisters about it on Sister Day, and that person that came, that medium came, and she was like a palm reader medium, like aligning our, like, she did like this thing that we were all like closing, meditating, and like our vibes and stuff like that. Like she was just doing everything. She told me a lot of things. Like it was intense, and some of the things already like are coming to vision, and I'm just like, so she told me, you're gonna get in your own way of your biggest potential. And she's like, and your biggest potential is right there. But like, you're gonna get in your way because you're thinking about everybody else, and you're scared to hurt other people, and you're scared to make people feel like they're not good enough. Why did you get it? Why are you good enough? And she's like, that's none of your business. She's like, don't make it your business. And I'm sitting there like fucking tears running down my eyes, because I do that. I care about people that don't fuck with me, that don't like me, or that don't support me, or that never have, or I don't know what the fucking shit is, you know? Like you can't believe everything on social media. You can't believe if someone says a mean comment. I'm like, I can't really believe it because it's a comment, you know? You're not saying it to my face, and I can't see you, and I can't feel it. I can't feel your energy that comes behind when you say something. Like when you say something, when you, your word, it has to be in person so you can feel it, you know? So she was telling me that, and she's like, and don't worry, you're gonna get there. And she's like, and once you get there, she's like, and she looked at me dead in the eye, and she's like, your business is gonna get so fucking big, bigger than you ever imagined. And she didn't even know I had a business. I just told her, we were so limited on what we told her, because me and my sister were like, we're not going to tell her anything. We're going to do that. We were all doing that thing. And she knew that my sister was sick. She knew, she described our husbands before we couldn't even say something. She described me and Ryan to the dot. And she mentioned some other stuff that I obviously can't say about other stuff about in our lives. So and I sat there and I was just like, oh my god, this is so crazy. She's really good. She's amazing. Good energy. We called a couple of people, and there was one that was like, yeah, I'll come, blah blah blah. And I told my sisters, I don't know why I don't have like good energy from her. Before I would be like, oh yeah, let's just go with her. Like me and my sisters do that. We'll just be like, okay, whatever, like she answered, let's just go with her. And lately I've been kind of being like, you know what, no, like we deserve better, we deserve more, I deserve more, I want more, I want to feel it, I want you to make me feel it. I don't want you to half-ass it and be like, well, yeah, I can come for this hour, or yeah, like I'll be your friend, sure, whatever. Like I want to feel it now, you know? I want to fucking feel it, and I want to like understand it, and I don't want to feel it once or twice. I want to fucking feel it all the time. So we called a couple in their place, and then we got her on the phone. My sister put her on speaker, and then she was talking, and she was asking us like this and that and what she does. And we were like, well, we want to do something as a group. What do you recommend? And she was talking, and then she's like, let me call you guys back and see what my schedule has. And then she called, and while we were waiting, we were like, yeah, she's good vibes, like that. And we were all talking, and she called us back, and we ended up booking her, and it was crazy. It was so like on the dot about things, and she understood me before I even understood me, and that's a lot to do, to be able to understand someone and what is stopping them from being at their greatest before you could even do it. Like I knew about it. I told Ryan, like, I feel like I can't go live because of my eye, of course, because I'm insecure about it, and also because people are gonna be upset with me if I do look like I'm having a good time, and if I am happy, if I am having a good day today, like I want to go live and do my makeup, I'm having a good day, people are going to be upset that I'm having a good day. And I'm like, and I don't want people to be mad at me. Like, I don't want any more of that energy anymore. Like, I rather them just be like, well, she's not on social media, so, and then that be it, you know? And then I'm over here like just doing my thing. And right, my sisters and Ryan, like, you can't think like that. You cannot stop yourself or make yourself small or keep yourself small because you're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. She's like, you've been crazy. my sister started telling me, like, when we were growing up, we lived in this house, and the backyard was a golf course, and the golf balls would come into our backyard sometimes and break our windows. And there was a pond next to our house, and the golf course, like, there was a lot of balls in there, and obviously people are not gonna go in there and get their fucking ball. And golf balls are they're pretty good price, you know. So I would go in there. I would go in the pond dirty as fuck and grab as much golf balls as I could, and take him home and wash them. And I would wash them, and my sister told me, I totally forgot about this story. And I would wash them, and then on the fence of my backyard, I put a sign and it said golf balls for sale. And I put a little tray of a bunch of golf balls, and I would sit out there for like 6 hours plus and sell one golf ball for 25 cents. One golf ball. And the really nice, expensive Nike or Crystal or color ones, I would sell them for $1. And these people that are golfing, they don't got 25 cents to just be like, here, 25 cents. Very rarely there would be someone that actually had 25 cents. They would give me $1. Or they'll be like, oh, you're doing, you went in the pond to get him? I remember this guy asked me that. And I was scared. I was like, he's going to tell on me. And then I looked at him and I was like, yeah, I went in there. And then he was like, oh, that's great. This is so great. Yeah, how much is this one? And then I was like, and I told him, but I always feared authority. Anybody can be authority. It could be the person that comes in right now, like checking the lights. I'm like, I'm scared of them. So my sister was telling me, you've been doing what your sales since you were fucking little. She's like, you remember that time where you and your friend were mowing lawns in our neighborhood for money? And I wasn't mowing them, but I would go with my guy friend, and he would mow them, and we would just go and knock on door to door and ask people like if we could mow their lawn, whatever, you know. And she's like, you've been doing this. You were born to do it. If it's not with makeup, it's something else. Like whatever you like, you can sell it. Like the ketones, you love it, it worked for you, you sell it. Makeup, you love it, you sell it. Like anything that you do, you have to do it because you're passionate about it. You were born to do this. And it's not easy. And as much as everybody thinks it's easy, like, oh, you're the one that puts your life on social media, you're this, you're that, you're da-da-da. It's like they don't understand the fucking pressure. They don't understand like how hard it is to get sales. Like you're a fucking master. And on all my jobs, even when I did retail, I was high in sales. When I was in call centers, I was good in sales. I'm just like, I love sales. I'm just love it so much. So I definitely feel like it was a good reminder to kind of be like, okay, I have to understand myself and know what I want and not be scared to go get what I want because I have to wait for other people's approval or be like, oh, she doesn't deserve that, you know? And that's another thing I've been timid about, like the company Prove It for the ketones. I hit that rank where you get a free car. Well, not a free car. You get paid a certain amount for your car. So you still have to go get the car out under your name and all that stuff. And then they pay a certain amount. It depends what rank you hit, but it can be like $600 to $1,700 for your payment for your car, right? And they keep paying it. And all my leaders, they already have their car. I have some leaders that are already in their second car of being paid. Like imagine someone saying, hey, I'll pay for your car payment every month. Why haven't I taken it? Because I'm fucking scared of what people are gonna get upset that I have this brand new fucking Tesla, that I have this brand new fucking 2022 car, that people are gonna get upset and think, why does she get it? Why does she fucking get it? And I think to that to myself, like, no, yeah, I don't know why I got it, baby girl. Like, I don't even know. Because I don't know my potential and I don't give myself credit. Like, you are a killer at sales. You're amazing at talking to people. You're passionate. You're this. You're all of that. Regardless if they don't think that you're that. Regardless if they think that you're this or you fucked up. Regardless of that, you are still, your DNA is still here and your passion is still here regardless of what they think. But I have never gotten the car. And I always dream about it. And I always tell my leaders are like, why haven't you gotten the car? Why haven't you gotten the car? Why haven't you gotten the car? And then me and Ryan, like, you know, we separated. And he took the car because it was under his name. And I didn't want to go, like, he's like, he was telling me, no, you keep the car, like, you have the kids. And I'm like, you know, I'm good. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna find myself. I want to, like, get to know myself, get to know, like, what I like, you know. And I told him I'm gonna move out of the house too, and I'm gonna find my car. He's like, well, do you need help finding the car? Like, and I was telling him I'm scared to go to the dealership because I have to talk to someone that's an authority, and I don't like talking to people that are, and especially if it's a male, I get terrified. So I'm like, scared. And he's like, I'll go with you. And I was like, no, I have to do this by myself. Like, I literally have to do this by myself. I have to reach my potential. I have to talk to people. I have to, like, tell myself I can do this. And he's like laughing at me because I'm pretty sure it's really funny to see, like, a woman that's barely 5 foot and be so scared of, like, out there, but so in social media and be like, oh, but it's a phone, you know. But in person, it's like, ugh. So I know that he laughs at me because I'm so short and my hands are moving and I'm just talking so much. But I go and get I was thinking maybe I'll get, like, a brand new car and I take advantage of that, prove it, and da da da. Like, it's gonna be, like, great. Like, I deserve a new car. I want a new car. And I ended up going with a 2014 BMW that was used. I had, like, 80,000 miles. Cost me $11,000. And that shit is, I'm like, I fucking love my car. But how long is it going to be until how long is it going to be until I'm shrinking myself so other people don't get upset at my growth? Like, when you grow, you bypass people. You stop working with those people. You stop doing that. You stop doing this. You change. You change. And when you change, you have to make changes and you have to cut people off, or you have to break up with things, or you have to move houses, or you think a certain way where you're just changed. And when you do that, and the people that were benefiting from you, they're going to get angry. They're going to be like, no, what do you mean? You know? So I know that a lot of people are upset that I'm doing some, like, supporters. I don't even know how to fucking say it. Supporters, because I told Brian, I think they got so used to all the giveaways I was doing and being live there and, like, doing this and doing that and giving myself full access to my whole fucking life, being honest, like, answering questions. Like, somebody will ask, we were open. Me and Ryan were open about our relationship. We were open about our failures, and they used it. They tarnished it. Women would go over there and talk to Ryan, lie to him about things I was doing. People started rumors about us. Like, it was so tarnished because I gave access. It's my fault. It's no one's fault. It's my fault. It's my fuck up. It's my fuck up that I gave people access to my life. I gave people access. That's my fuck up. Myself. That's what I get to beat myself up. Not what everybody else gets to beat me up for. I know you may think you have the ability to, or the authority, or whatever goes in your mind, but I myself can beat myself up for it because I'm like, you know, you shouldn't have given people access like that. And I have to remind myself, like, there's no fucking way that none of these people in the whole entire world have ever not fucked up, have never said something that they weren't supposed to say, or have never, like, had any downfalls or breakups, or have a perfect marriage, or have perfect friends, or have outbreaks with their friends. Like, there's no one that out here that is fucking perfect. And if they're gonna come and talk shit to you because of all the things that you did wrong, they are no one. They have fucked up too. They have a lot of fuck ups just like you. But they're just going to pretend they don't have a lot of fuck ups because it's easier for them to pretend that they're about their fuck ups because you're there. So they're going to enhance all the things that you did, all the bad things that you're doing. And it's like, okay, enhance them. You still have to get off your fucking phone and realize you're probably not the best wife either. You're probably not the best friend either. You're probably talking shit about people, you know. You got to get off the phone and at one point face reality that go back to your home, your mind, your relationship, your relationship with your parents or friends or kids. Like, at one point you get off the phone and you have to go back to realizing that you have faults too. You feel me? So I definitely I definitely feel like I am stopping myself, and I want to go get that car, but at the same time, I'm like, Ryan's like, what car will you get then? If you, he'll try to like, I love Ryan for me because he won't push me like, fuck those bitches, get your fucking car, fuck them. That's how my sisters are. But I'm not tough like that. I know I may look tough, but I tell Ryan, I'm not tough. I'm very sensitive, and I'm fucking scared, and I'm terrified, and I don't like doing things I don't like to do. And when I do get things like, oh my God, I got this warehouse, I'm like, I don't know if I should have this warehouse. Like, I'll psych myself out. I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. Like, amazing opportunity to do a collab. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I can't do it. And Ryan's like, why can't you? I'm like, because they're gonna get mad at me. Because I don't know how like what I deserve or how big I can get. Like, I'm scared of how big I can get. I'm scared of that. I'm scared that it's gonna fucking piss people off. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of my potential, because what I'm doing right now is barely like me. I'm holding back a lot. I'm holding back, and I'm like, I can only imagine if I fucking go ham, it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be so fucking intense, you know? When I go and get what I want and what I deserve, and I don't allow anybody back into my life until they give me what I deserve, until I get treated the way I want to. It's intense. You'll lose a lot of people. It's intense, you know, to be that way. Scary as shit. So Ryan's the type of person that he won't like be like, fuck them, like, you got this, like, you deserve that car, you've been working so hard. He won't give me like 1,000 reasons on why I deserve it and why I need it. He'll plant a seed. He's really good. He's really good at this. And he doesn't think, I don't think he knows that I know that he does this, but he does do this, where he plants a seed, a little seed, where he's like, okay, let's just say you went and got the, you wanted to get the car. Let's just say that we're going to go get the car now. What car would you pick? And I would tell him, like, I think I would do a Tesla. And the kids want a Tesla. The kids have been asking, like I told the kids, oh my gosh, guess what? Like, I got the bonus for the car a long time ago when I first started. 2 weeks of being a promoter for them, I got the bonus for the car. And I got approved for it. 2 weeks that I've been doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? That's insane. In 2 weeks. It was the fastest person that hit rank 8 in the whole company was me. I did it in 2 fucking weeks. Fucking mind-blowing. Now that I understand how hard it is to hit rank 8, I'm like, what? I was a beast. I'm a fucking beast, baby. And I hold myself back, and I'm timid, and I'm scared, and I don't go full force. So I imagine, and I tell the kids, like, oh, I hit this car bonus, and they gave me a little a little thing to go over the cars and which brands, and like what the minimum thing is, and all this stuff, and we qualified for everything. And I told Brian, I can't do it. I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. And that was like a year ago that I should have done that, and I still haven't done it. And I do this to myself all the time, friends. I do this to myself all the time. And that's another reason why I haven't bought a home. Well, that's going to change here soon. But like, because I'm just like, I don't, it irks me to hurt other people's feelings. It irks me to know that somebody's upset because of my growth and because of me. It hurts me. It makes me feel like I should slow down. I should keep at this pace. But in reality, it's like, no, fuck that. I don't want to. I want this. I want that. I want to be a real estate. I want to go publish my book. I don't want to be an influencer. Like, that's not my whole thing. I have more. I have way more. I have so much more. And it makes me feel like people are going to make fun of me. They're going to make fun of me like, oh, you think you're an author? And I'm like, no, I don't think I'm an author. I am. And I decided one morning to just do that. And that's the part where I feel like I'm not good enough, because I always just decide to do shit. And I just make shit happen. And God aligns things so well for me that my book gets published. It fucking hits. And then I'm just like, what happened? I was just writing this book, and then now it's fucking published, and it's people are gonna read it. Ryan's like, people are gonna understand you. He's like, I honestly think that book is gonna hit like a really good seller. He's like, you know why? He's like, you don't even have to, like, you're the one that's gonna be pushing it and selling. Like, it's not gonna be like in Barnes or Noble because you need somebody to grab it and sell it. Like, you're gonna be able to get it everywhere. Because he's like, I know how you are, and you will make sure to get it everywhere. And I already have the high schools and places that I have to go and speak. And to have this book where you can actually get like full depth of like what I went through. And I have to make a 28 minute spiel, conversation, speech, whatever you want to call it, of like something that's going to inspire people and, you know, get to know a little bit about me and everything. And like something that's going to like, you get to the point of like the disaster and you get to the point of how you fixed it and how you became out of it. And I love that I went through all this bad shit on social media because it's part of my story and I get to fucking come out of it and be like, I went through that. I don't get to stay as much as they want me to stay. Like, oh, you did this bad. And they're going to keep reminding me of my past and they're going to keep fucking pulling me down. I don't have to stay. I get to go. I get to go and I get to grow and I get to find out about myself and I get to know how to get out of it. And I get to like fucking grow. That's the part that I'm excited. If you're not making mistakes, you're not fucking living. You're not fucking living. I make hella mistakes. I love making mistakes. Because I get to learn and I get to grow and I get to grow and I get to grow. And I honestly feel as if the reason why I'm scared to get made fun of and to go is because I randomly told myself I can do this. No one ever told me you should be an author. You should do this. I really think that you should do this. I'm gonna help you with this. This is how the book's signed. I can get you contract. No one is telling me that. I'm telling myself that. And I'm supposed to believe it. And when I do tell myself that and I put it into action and I apply it and I get my books made and they're manufacturing, they get here, the fucking boxes are in front of my house. I'm fucking crying live. It's the same thing with makeup. When the makeup gets there, I'm always crying when my makeup products come to my home. It's the same thing when my book gets here and I fucking cut the box. Sorry, my Twitch came back. Because when I cut boxes, it does it. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it. Opening it and seeing my books there, it's gonna be like, who told this bitch that she can be an author? Who told her that she can do that? No one. I did. And I just woke up and decided to do it. It's not funny. It's not funny. That's what I feel like. Like, you're fucking crazy. Like, you just woke up one day and said, I'm gonna be an author, motivational speaker. That's what the fuck you did. And that's what I do. And that's what I do. And I love that about myself, but I hate it because I look crazy. I look absolutely crazy. And I know I am. I tell Ryan, I know I'm crazy. I know I'm not normal. I know people don't think like this. I know people don't wake up and be like, hey, I'm a beauty influencer and I'm going to be a writer now. I didn't go to school for it. I barely graduated high school. You're going to be a writer? That's what you think you're going to be? That's what I feel like I hear. That's what I hear. You're going to do that? Like, that's how I feel. But in my head, I can see it. I can see the book selling out. I can see it hitting. I can see you crying when you're reading it. I can feel how passionate it's going to fucking make people be like, what the fuck happened to this girl? And how the fuck did she get over here? All this happened to her? And she still became a beauty influencer, a brand owner, a fucking author, a motivational speaker, a fitness and health coach. Like, what the fuck is going on? And it's all because she decided to keep going. Because she decided that her mom's mistakes weren't going to be her mistakes. And when she did make her mom's mistakes, got pregnant really young, got an abusive relationship, fucking neglected herself, she years made that mistake over and over. People are like, oh, you made that mistake over and over. People make mistakes. Like, yeah, but you keep making that. You made the mistake multiple times. How many times does your son fall when he was trying to learn how to walk? How many times does your daughter fall when she was trying to learn for a walk? A lot of times. You don't be like, okay, come on, you already made that mistake. You already fell. No, you're supposed to be like, oh, it's okay. You can get up. You got this. There's people that are going to get frustrated at you because you make mistakes. And they're gonna be like da. And there's gonna be people that's gonna be like more like it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and those are the people. Those are my supporters. Those are the people I fuck with. The people that understand that you're fucking human. So I feel that I can see it. I can see it, and I can envision it, and I can feel the book. I can fucking smell how it's gonna smell. And I can't help but think, like, it's in the back of my mind. I dream about it. It's like da, and it won't fucking leave me alone until I do it. And that's how I am. Like, I want to be a motivational speaker or author. It will not leave my brain until I fucking do it. And it's so hard. It's so hard for me to not do something that my brain tells me to do, because it goes fucking wild in here. It goes so wild that I'm just like, I need to get this fucking out, or else it's going to explode in there. And I'm going to have a mental breakdown because I'm not going to my full potential. I'm shrinking myself. And it's like, I can't shrink myself anymore. I fucking need to get this out on a fucking paper, publish it, and get it out, and make sure that people understand where I came from, and make sure that people understand who I am, and go into details of everything that happened. Because you can't do it on a fucking social media. You can't vent to social media. They're going to run with it. You're going to influence people to think a certain way. You can't. You just can't. So I feel like it's so hard for me to be in that state of mind, that potential of like, what do you want to do? I want to be an author. I want to be an author and write my books. But I also want to be a makeup artist, and I also want to have my business. I want to have my makeup brand. But I also want to influence and love people, and like share my story and let them know that, you know, here I am. Look at all the mistakes I have made. Look at all the bad things that have happened to me. Look at all the times, like, I didn't think I was going to make it. All the times I was hospitalized for suicide. All the times my mom left us. All the times I was beat, you know, like everything. Look at me. And look at all my flaws. Here I am. And look at what I created. And look how far I've came. Because I did not allow that to control what I felt like I deserved. I did not allow it to hold me back. There was times I did. There's times in my book where you're going to see that, where I got stuck. And I allowed it to consume me and drag me down and stay. And there is times like that in my book where I do stay. I'm not like, oh, I just move on. I'm fucking quick at doing this and doing that. Like, nothing holds me back. No, I'm fucking human. I get held back, you know? But I feel like when I look at everything, my whole book, I'm like, I'm even amazed by my own self. Like, how the fuck did I do that? And I still don't know how. And I still haven't even went hard. I still haven't pushed the hardest I can. I feel like I've just been pushing like this, like, we're all pushing. We're pushing, you're pushing, I'm pushing, okay, we're going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do makeup. No, keep pushing. Okay, I'm pushing. Like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I never been to an event. No, you're gonna do it. Keep doing it. And I'm over here pushing it like awkwardly. I'm not pushing it like, okay, I got it. Let's fucking go. I know how to do everything. And that's why I love failing. I love making mistakes, because it teaches me how to push, how to go again, and how to push, even like bypass that. I already fucked up. I already did that. I already went to that stage of doing that. I already went to that. Now I know what not to do and go. You know, I have not pushed like the way I wanted to push yet. So when my palm reader told me that, like, I'm like, I have to figure out myself even more than I thought I was. Going to therapy, going to check on my mental health with my doctor, going to church, praying 3 to 4 times a day. As soon as my alarm goes off, I'm like, pray. When Ryan's like, oh my God, these people are saying this. I'm like, did you go fucking pray? He's like, yeah, but people. I'm like, no, did you fucking go pray? And he's like, he'll like go upstairs and go fucking pray. I'm like, go upstairs and pray. I'm like, I don't want to even fucking hear it. I'm like, I do not want to hear anything that you're going to say. I don't want to hear anything anymore. Like, you go pray. You go pray about it and let it all out to him, because you ain't going to vent to anybody else. You're not going to vent to anybody because you can't trust nobody. And you go vent to God and you fucking let him handle it. I'm like, don't even fucking vent to me. Like, go vent to him And once you're done venting and it starts making sense in your fucking brain, then we can talk about it. And I had to learn that the hard way, obviously. So I go vent. I'll fucking vent to God like no other. I'll vent. I'll cry. I'll scream. And sometimes I have to vent and pray multiple times. There's times where 4 prayers in the day is not fucking enough for me. I'm like, I'll pray at the gym. I'll get down on my knees at the gym and I'll fucking pray. And anywhere. When I'm driving, I'll pray. When I'm going to sleep, I'll get on my knees and pray. Anytime I feel like I'll just pray. I'll just pray. And I'm not ashamed to pray. I've never been ashamed to pray. So I feel like there's so many things that I have changed this year already. Like, but now I'm starting to realize, fuck, that's just the surface, baby girl. There's way more. There's way more things that you have to change about yourself, and you're not gonna fucking like it. And other people are not gonna fucking like it either. They're not gonna like it. And guess what? You have to keep going. Like, it doesn't matter to you. Like, they don't matter to you. And I'm like, I'm scared. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared. I feel like that. And it irks me so bad to be scared to do everything that I want to do. I'm like, oh my God, if I hit this rank, I'm like, oh, I hit rank 8 or I hit number 1 in sales. Like, I'm scared to like say anything because people are gonna fucking get angry, count my money, count my pockets, act like, oh, you don't deserve it. Da da da. There's someone that commented, I did the video of like when I hit number 1 in sales in the company for Prove It. Like, they shouldn't be putting your name up there. They should be putting everybody's name that bought the ketones from you. And I was like, and this is the part where I think different. And if I could say the way that, if I could talk the way I want to talk, there would be a lot of feelings hurt. If I could talk the way I wanted to talk. When I read that message, I thought to myself, wasn't it my story that inspired you to drink it? Wasn't it my video that I went on to talk about it, to tell you about it, to teach you how to order it? Wasn't it that gave you the motivation to try it? Or I don't understand why you won't give me credit. I don't understand that part. Why does it hurt you so much to say, yes, you did that? And it's like, yes, I get it. You guys are my customers. You guys are my supporters. And yes, like that. But that's a fucking amazing. I can't do anything without my supporters. Obviously, yes. But where does all that start? Where does all that support start? Who started it? Who are they inspired by? Who keeps going up there and kicking ass? Who keeps promoting? Who keeps going to the gym and fucking trying to do her best? Who helps them do this? Or who does those 10-day challenge classes? Who like gives away the giveaways? Who? Not me. For sure not me. Like, no one. Apparently no one. You know, so it's like anything in life that I have gotten criticized for it. Anytime I hit a certain rank or a certain chapter in my life where I'm making more or doing more or getting bigger, comes down a group of people all the time. When I first started my business, a few of my friends and family, well, they were like, your posts are annoying. When I was posting the lipstick stuff, your posts are annoying. And I'm like, okay, unfriend me. And I felt bad and I would cry. All my family and friends, they never bought anything from my store. Till this day, I don't really feel like a lot of my friends and family buy stuff from my store. And that's a reality that you have to sink in when you first start your business. Your family and friends, they're not going to buy anything from you. They're not. You have to go and hustle and get your people in your tribe and push and get yourself out there and connect and get supporters, followers, like views, whatever you want to call it. That's the reality that you first sink in. That's the first thing that happens. You are not going to get that support that you wanted and that you hoped for. And some people are going to be rude enough to tell it to your face. And I remember there was this girl I thought was my friend. We went, I didn't go to high school with her. She went to high school with my ex. They were really good friends. We became good friends. She got married. We were good friends. And then, she told me that my post of the lipstick, that when I first started, they were annoying because I was posting it. That was all I was posting every single day, just posting a different lipstick color, different thing, different way on like how it's not unbudging or how it's not smudging. And she said that it was fucking annoying. And I got so upset with her because at that time I was not with the guy my ex. I was no longer with him. Obviously, when I started my business, I was with Ryan. I was already having a whole different other life. I already have left that relationship. So I unfriended her. I was like, okay, it's annoying. Fuck it, And I told Ryan about it, and I was sad. I was like, that's so, like, I don't know if she's doing it because she's like Team Bob. I call my ex Bob. Team Bob, and she just doesn't want nothing for me. Like, she doesn't want to be my friend, or I don't know, or maybe my posts are annoying. Maybe other people are thinking they're annoying. And I started to kind of be like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm doing this right. She messaged me on Instagram after I blocked her. After I disfriended her on Facebook. She messaged me on Instagram. Oh, you forgot to disfriend me here. And I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And I was like, okay. So I disfriended her. And I was like, what? I don't understand. I didn't understand then. I didn't understand. I just hurt. And I just felt it. That's the first hurt you get when you start your business, knowing that your family and friends ain't gonna support you. That's the hardest hurt. Then it comes a few years into your business where people see that you're doing something. What are you doing? How do you do it? 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 Teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do it. There then comes that. If you're nice enough, you start teaching people how to do it. You start helping them with their business. And then you just wait. They're going to fuck you over. They're going to fuck you over, and everything that you did for them, all the nice things that you did for them, all the times that you taught them how to do this, all the times that you put their product into your shop, all the times that you gave them a shout out, all that, gone. They don't give a fuck that you did that for them. They don't give a fuck. They don't have access to you, and they're going to fucking be pissed. Then there goes that. Because you grow, and then you start realizing, I'm not really benefiting from putting your product up there, or from shouting you out, or like, are you shouting me out? Are you sharing my, like, you start realizing your potential and your growth, like where you're going, that you can't be clingy, like you can't help too many people. You still have to help yourself. And when you get to the point where you're helping people, and you still have to help yourself, and you're still trying to run a business, they're like, well, why didn't you message me back? Well, what is this? Or why did you this or that or this? And then when you're like, you know what, I just need like a break, I can't do this. Second downfall of my 6 years. Fucking pissed off. People pissed off. Like, pissed the fuck off. That I wouldn't share where I got my makeup from. People stole my vendors. People start like trying to sell folklore. I know that there was a couple people that went to folklore and started selling folklore. I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know there's not that many people that promote folklore. Like, I fuck with folklore, and I'm their number one person in the United States that sells their stuff. So you get fucked. You get fucked. You let people in a little bit, and they see the vendor, they see the system that you use. They're just looking, and they'll pretend to be your friend. Hi, yeah, everything's okay. Yeah, congratulations. Oh yeah, you hit that in sales. Oh my God, congratulations. And as soon as there's a wagon of someone that doesn't like you, they're gonna jump on it, and everything that you did for them, out the door, out the door. That was my second downfall of my business, my time doing this. When you open up your doors to people and help them or inspire them to do a business and help them build their business, and then you get busy building your business, they get mad because they don't have access to you, and then you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Then you learn that. And then after that comes even worser. You don't tell people where you get your stuff from. You don't tell people like where you're buying your stuff from. It becomes like a secret. Like, oh, where's your vendor? What vendors, or what vendor do you have? What vendor do you have? It becomes like competition, like da. And people get frustrated. They'll say this, or why are you buying from that person? Don't buy from my shop if you're gonna buy from that shop. God damn, that shit was the fucking worst. That was like 4 years ago that happened. 3 to 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago when that happened. It was so freaking, ugh. I cannot. And that time was, and no one knew. None of my followers knew about what was happening behind the scenes of that. None of my followers knew everything that was going on with that, because I was like, if I talk about it, then they're going to get more views, they're going to get more clout, they're going to get this, and they're going to do all that. And then now with all this that happened, oh, you best believe they're jumping on the wagon. So, and then, you know, you just you learn. You learn shit that you don't want to learn. You learn that people that fuck with you don't really fuck with you. You learn that, you know, people that you thought you could trust and talk to, you can't fucking trust them. You learn that people that you thought was going to support you, your friends and family that were going to be there with you and buy stuff from you or encourage you, they're not that. And it happens to be my own mom in this situation, you know? Like, it's just fucking reality. And you learn, and you have to just embrace it. You have to embrace it and fucking say, well, fuck. And you will cry, you're gonna get upset, you're gonna get stressed, you're gonna be like, oh my god, is this even worth it? Is this so draining? Can I even do this? Like, there's gonna be hiccups like that. There's gonna be hiccups like that. And I feel like even if you don't own a business, you get hiccups like that in your whole entire life. When you're like, hey, I wanna be this, I'm gonna go to school for this, and your family or your mom or somebody, they're not supportive. They're like, or if, let's say you want to be a makeup artist or an influencer or content creator or YouTuber. With my son, he's like, oh, I want to be a gamer. I'm like, okay, like, that's so cool, yeah. But in my head, I'm like, a gamer? Like, how can you, like, you want better for your kids. You want them to be like, da, 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 you know? So, when you tell somebody something that you want, and then they're like, like, you guys have people like that in your life. Imagine that, but like a lot of them. Every single day in your life telling you that you don't deserve that, and that you can't get that, and that if you do get it, you're like, oh, you're money hungry, you're this, you're that, you're doing it for views. You imagine just that person that is negative in your life, times that by like 100 or 1,000, and deal with that and try to wake up being your greatest self every single day. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would fucking be doing it. And everybody's going to go through their own trials and errors in this community. Everybody's going to go through it. It happens that I'm going through it, but everybody goes through it. Everybody's going to go through it. Everybody at one point is going to get canceled or try to get canceled. Like, it happens to everybody, at anybody, you know? And it's just about how you can't lose yourself, and you can't not take it. Like, you have to reflect, and you have to really understand the reality of it. And there's going to be a lot of things you're going to change about yourself. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen that you're not going to like, and you're going to find out a lot of things about yourself. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to learn, and you're going to grow, and things like that won't ever happen to you again. That's the best thing about it. That's the best thing about it, is that you get to not have to go through it again after you already went through it. If you learn. If you didn't learn, you're going to go through it again. And that's fine too, you know? That is completely okay. That is completely okay. You're more than okay to make as many mistakes as you want. Even if you don't want to make those mistakes, and if you don't see that you're making those mistakes, you can still go through life like that. You still have those people in your life that are not going to support you, and you're still going to have those people, like, it's just not going to be happy for you. And it sucks, because sometimes it could be your mom, or it could be someone or like your husband, like, I really want to do this, and it's like, well, we don't have the time, I have work, I have to go do this, like, who's going to take care of the kids? Like, you don't have that support. You're just like, you know, like, I really was hoping for your support because you're my person, you know? So it's like, it can, it can be disappointing. Life, anything in life can really come back down to being very disappointing. Okay, I have to get off because my mentor, my business mentor just messaged me and she's like, this is what's going on. You have to run with it. And I'm like, okay, give me a couple minutes. I'm on supporters. And did you guys get your free lashes? If you go to my website right now, you put supporters, you get free lashes as the code, and you'll get free lashes. And then this lash applicator that comes in black. And if you haven't, go ahead and do that. And I got in a couple, but not very much. I mean, more than a couple. Oh, my back hurts really bad. Ow. Why is this not pulling up my orders? Let me do this. Oh yeah, I can't see the comments. I haven't been able to see the comments the whole time. This sucks. I was all looking at them. It's like the old comments that I have here, and it sucks. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I have to get into this other business stuff that I'm doing. Okay, now the comments are coming. Oh my goodness, I haven't been seeing you guys the whole time. Oh, on my website, you just go to Indelible Beauty Shop, and you just put the lashes, my lashes, in the basket, and then your cart, and then you put the discount code. You put supporters. Yeah, I have to get off because my sister's calling me, and then my coach, well, not my coach, but my mentor is calling. And is texting me. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure everything out. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm excited to kind of jump on here again. And I think next time I'll probably be doing makeup and stuff. I'm just gonna keep jumping on here and doing like my regular stuff like I normally do, and just vibe and hang out. But I think right now it's really hard for me to, I sometimes don't want to go live because it's very like, it's more like me trying to figure myself out and trying to find myself, like talking to myself like, okay, this is what you want and this is how you feel. So it's like me trying to figure myself out. Like I don't feel like it's very interesting. It's very like, oh my God, da, 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 like this is good and going like my regular content. I feel like my content right now is very much like me talking about life experiences and like how I feel and things that I'm going through and trying to figure myself out and mistakes. And I feel like it's more that, and that's why it's all right. I don't know if I want to go live because I'm not